It's me, Zell, and that's my handle. Dear God, Nate's in hell. It's me, Cassie, and that's my handle. Listen, my girl Cassie sold her wedding ring. Now I live across the way from Lexi. And Lexi is literally looking at her take these photos in this crazy blue light. And she doing sugar booger. She putting it on a cat for Brandon or whoever this is. Listen, welcome to the show. It's your boy La Alpha. And this is Euphoria Season 3, Episode 4. Let me know how you feel about this episode. I thought throughout the episode that it was kind of disinteresting, and then it picks up. It seemed to be a theme of this season because it picks up at the end when we found out that Faye is somehow driving everything in this car, and basically Rue done snitched on her. I'm like, Rue, is Faye Rue's friend? I keep thinking it's Faye Rue's friend because Faye, when she needed somebody, came to her help. But maybe she's just a drug friend who she's like, okay, I can get this stupid to do this. You know what I'm saying? So now she's just doing random things for the racists. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere we got racist Hispanic people, racist Mexicans out here with Confederate flags, and I'm confused because I'm like, you do realize. But this is beside the point. This episode was crazy. Again, Euphoria Season 3, Episode 4. Let's get into this. Let's talk about it. We already talked about Nate. Nate's in hell. Nate is on his knees begging to, what's his name? Bob. And for some reason, we find out in this episode his toe is reattached, and all of a sudden that he makes this stupid metaphor about you can put it back together. Cassie hits him with a truth bomb, which I was actually shocked, but she hits him with a truth bomb and says, well, it's not going to ever be the same. You won't walk straight. It's going to be stitched together, never repaired. It's never going to be exactly the same. And Nate is out here going around begging Bob and stuff to fix his life that he messed up. He blamed him for a flower that he can't do because he borrowed money. And by the way, I do have a question. Why is the interest so crazy on this show? Who's doing the money? You should have took out a loan and let the government just take all your wages and garnish everything. Because at this rate, you losing feet, toes, hands, and no telling what Cassie's going to leave. After she done sold your wedding ring to get an apartment. The apartment ain't even the greatest, but it's all right. I'm like, how much did your wedding ring cost, sir? Did your flowers cost more than the wedding ring? He's out here begging, what's Bill, and blame Bill for his life. No, sir, you the one who took a debt from a strange person named Nassim, which was like, what, $300,000, then was owed $500,000, and now it's $1 million all of a sudden because some strange interest. The same way Lori told him $30,000 is now like $100,000 and she owe $100,000. I'm like, what kind of interest is this? When is interest like 33%? When does this ever happen? What's up with the interest on this show? Everybody owe people way more than they owe them. And I'm like, y'all need to just take debt from the bank. Just debt from the bank. You know what I mean? Then we got like situations like this in which the show ends. Well, I told you earlier, Faye got caught. And then you have this when old girl is snitching on Rue and saying she's a fed and she's trying to get her to talk, which she did. It's 100% true. The police hit Rue up, said, you are compromised. You need to find a way to discredit her. And the only thing she had was, I don't understand her, which is like random yelling. She called her a hood rat, which is funny. And it's just like, it's just a lot going on. And then they got robbed, in which she now tells her who Faye is. And now Faye's in some weird drama because Faye doesn't know to put a mask on like everybody else. By the way, the Obama mask, really? The Obama mask from the racists when they rob people, specifically a black man. Although the robbers basically, by the way, Rue knew because she said, oh, it's good seeing you again. So Rue had to know who it was, right? I'm just saying, like, did I hear that wrong? Y'all let me know in the comments if I got this wrong, because this is my initial reaction to this whole episode. Because the DA, for y'all that don't know why is Rue called a snitch or what's his name, she was calling the DA, as y'all saw in the last episode, which led them to lie to her a lot, and she lied back, and they caught her in all the lies, and now she has to work for them or she goes to jail for every person that the Fent took away. 20 years per person, and plus 20 years for selling, and the 5 years for lying to a police officer. So she had a bunch of time because Rue gets caught in this situation. And they explained to me that Rue got on these substances early, as Alamo said in the poker game. You back using, which she played him in the poker game, which he got mad at, because my man gets mad very easily. He has a big temper, and like I said, I wonder if it's like some kind of, he get mad at the word like legit. He gets mad at the word pig. It's like random thing just sets him off because he feel disrespected, which leads me to believe that he wasn't always that guy, that he looked up into something. Because a person who's successful won't be that upset, but he gets mad at it. Which, like I said, it leads to this whole conversation of Rue having to get Lori and how she knows Lori, but she can't go Lori no more because the parrot's gone. She buried the parrot, so the parrot is gone. So now Alamo basically told her, like, we ain't never getting nothing from her no more. I don't know how he thought this was over because she's crazy, but apparently it's not over. Cause the pig incident, they just trying to up it. They done hit my old boy in the stomach and threatened and called it a donkey. And listen, these stereotypes is getting out of hand, right? But they racist, I get it. It's like a white male, young male insecurity thing about that. So I get it. A little bit of backstory on that. So now she's a snitch because she has to catch somebody. They like, hey, you got to get somebody. We just gonna throw you in jail. So that's how she became a snitch, and that's how we got to this whole story, which I thought was interesting. I did. And throughout this story, we learned about Jules and Lexi. They had their little set when she drew a bunch of penises on a TV show, which I don't know why she thought that would work. Which, don't be a negative, Lexi. I thought that was crazy, but that's how it works in Hollywood. Everybody likes attention. Everybody wants credit. She cost them, what, $191,000 and $59,000, $56,000, something like that. Don't let me know the correct number in the comments. But she does these things, and because they have to rent all this stuff, the Studio 9, they have to pay the bills, they have to pay to rent it another day, they have to shovel it to next week. They lost 2 hours of prep time because Lexi can't communicate, even though Lexi did communicate, and Jules just does whatever because everybody on this show is irresponsible. They just do whatever they feel like. Like, I have a set thing for you. You will screw up my life. Lexi is the only person who is not out here ruining everybody's lives. You know what I'm saying? Lexi is the only one. Because Maddie is out here. As Lexi said, what is this? You're a dealer. You're an OF, basically. And you're an online pimp. She's like, what is my friend group? And my other friend, she just ruined my whole thing and made me be called a net negative. What is my friend group? Now she looks across the street. By the way, I saw that lust in your eyes, Lexi. I saw that lust, girl. Cassie body banging like that. Lexi, see you up here looking like that? But yeah, she's like, what is my friend group? And you see Maddie knows how, listen, shout out to Maddie. She knows social media. She had old girl out here just Cassie going crazy. Like I said at the beginning, she put it on the kitty and told my boy to sniff it out while old girl is in the bathroom. I don't know what happened to her. We just ended. Like, she was throwing up blood and puking everywhere, and I don't know what happened to her after that. Like, we don't even get an explanation. We know she's important because that's Maddie's first client. And I feel like something bad gonna happen to her when Cassie's in, which is gonna lead to a bunch of crap. Or maybe it leads to bad stuff for Maddie. But then Maddie's like, oh, we're going to set you up because Brandon is on top of you, the new it girl. Your social media is popping, what you did in that car, what you saw. Cassie is very excited. That face she made, she back on that. Listen, all for attention. She back to her old ways. Nate, you messed up, my boy. I'm blaming you, Nate. You got her out of this place. She still want attention. You even convinced her, which I didn't think you could do, to put it down. Don't do it. I got you. And now you messed it up with the bad deals with Nassim. By the way, we didn't see Nassim. I was excited to see Nassim. But yeah, now we got Lexi and that whole story going on with as Lexi tried to figure out what her friend group is and if she gonna live this good life she's done built up for herself as her friends slowly take her down in her mental. So let me know your thoughts on this episode. How did you feel? I thought it started off a little slow and then picked up. We hadn't ruined the whole thing and it felt kind of weird and all. It's like we setting up a story, then we have the big build and it happens and it's like, oh my God, it's crazy. Now we look like we slowing down again, but we built it a little faster. It didn't take 3 episodes to get to it. It took like the whole first to end, which means episode 5 I'm expecting to be insane. Let me know your thoughts. It is your boy Zelmae, Overall99Media.org. Like and subscribe. If you haven't, hit that hype button. I appreciate you. Peace.